Hello and welcome to Tallahassee, Florida. Just a spectacular day for college football and the house that Bobby Bowden built. The Florida State Seminoles ready to open another season at the Dome. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Seminoles ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Buffalo's offense will get the football first. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
Caught in the backfield, it's McMillan. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Stands in and takes the hit. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Bulls line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will take the field for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
He makes a catch. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college, we used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
Trying play action. He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. Wide receiver comes in motion. With the run on first and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Using his feet to buy time. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Finds a hole, and he'll pick up 6 out to the 8-yard line. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On the ground, it's Henderson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
He leaves it with his back. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And 3rd down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the 1st down.
Listen, just to be on the field on 3rd down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on 3rd down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Roberson. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He's got it. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Bulls want to pick up the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. He makes a grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Looking to throw, it's Roberson. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Caught in the backfield. It's Henderson. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the three. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to Davis. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
With the catch, it's McCoy. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. A strike downfield. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He's got it on the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Seminoles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The play action fake. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He'll pull it down and run. At the 40, there he goes. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Roberson. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Oh, just a little lapse of concentration. I think a lot of times you expect that check down, you expect to get hit, as you're turning, but just a bad job focusing on bringing that football to your chest, and just a missed opportunity by that rep.
Turning it on. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulls had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Back to pass, it's Gray. Pocket breaking down. Trying to get rid of it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
They'll run for it. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's McCoy. He's down at the 25-yard line, waiting moments of the first half. It is a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got it in the middle. It's White. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Noles will have it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Time to take a shot. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
This is a great play by the defensive back. And I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field, your back's to the play, and you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job in coverage.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on target this time. He's down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a 1st down as they try to score one late in the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
It is perfect. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
The Bulls will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
They'll ride Davis here. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now rolling to the left. Grab here to mark it. It's McCoy. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
No, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
They'll leave it with him. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give is to Williams. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And I like the alertness by this defense. First and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
He'll pull it on the read. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had 0 problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Imagine how this outcome is going to impact social media this week. One side ready for a parade, the other ready to hit the panic button.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking for a man. It's Roberson. Pressure coming. He's dropped on the sack, and now the hill gets even steeper.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
And the Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed behind the line. It's Morrow. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Bulls will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining up all over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
From the gun, the running back has it. And the ball's on the ground. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, in all the visions and all the...
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. The give is to Williams. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. Toss to the outside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Pittman. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Dropping back, it's Castellanos. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Unloads to the wideout. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, and continue to feed your dude.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Bulls moving quickly to the line.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have the...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch on the left. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, you're down 2 possessions. The defense knows you're going to take shots, so it's not going to be easy. But how about that explosive play and a 50-50 ball? Guy comes down with it, and that is perfect. You've got to score quick and get the ball back quickly here to win this game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the Doak. Makes the grab. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To throw, it's Gray. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Quarterback on the keeper. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, that's crippling, because offensively you had to do something with the football, make a play, you fumble the ball, put on the turf, defense recovers. With this deficit, ball game over.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the run, and looking for the first down. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the marker, it's McCoy. This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going now.
Across the 45. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
They'll give it to the back. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. He's up to 86 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. The Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted to stop the threat. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Buffalo. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Throws to the wideout. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out